Hello everyone. Today I want to discuss a serious social issue that has been faced by many students quietly: peer pressure and bullying. This story is about a certain student. Let's call him Ray. Ray went to boarding school, and back then, quiet wasn't just common, it was expected. Ray was reported a senior for bullying and harassment, but instead of getting rewarded for his report, he was he was instead punished. He was shunned by both his classmate and batchmate. Because the senior had once warned us that if anyone were to report them, it would make everyone suffer, and we believed them. So, when Ray was beaten by the senior, everyone stayed quiet. We were too afraid to take his side. After that, no one reported again, not because the bullying stopped, but because staying silent was far more favorable to reporting them to the teachers. And in that silence, the bullying thrived. The function of this social institution is to provide or safe space for students to grow, learn, and socialize. But instead, the dysfunction is dysfun- dys- the dysfunction in Ray's case is that the school failed. Instead of protecting him, they allowed fear and silence to dominate, while his abusers walked free without any lasting consequence. The function of the government institution is to protect the weak and vulnerable from abuse of power through laws and enforcement. But instead, in Ray's case, the protection was missing. There was no safe, independent system for reporting abuse. Explosion was the only thing that the bully had received, and it set a bad precedent for the other bullies that their action have no real consequences. This scenario could best be explained by the conflict perspective of sociology, specifically the Marxist view by Karl Marx, which focuses on social inequality and class conflict. In this scenario, the seniors held power and used fear to maintain it, and people who challenged them, like Max, was ostracized and punished, while the institution that's supposed to help him, like schools and the government, ended up protecting the ones in power by doing nothing. Way to address this issue is by creating an anonymous reporting system monitored by an independent body outside of the school. This allows students to speak up without fear, ensuring that bullies are held accountable from a conflict perspective. This will give back power to the powerless.